Good morning, Bears. Welcome to this week's edition of the WBBN News. I'm Jaden.
And I'm Noah. We have a lot going on, so please listen up to the following announcements.
Any freshman or sophomore who would like to apply to Bayside's Teaching Academy, listen up. Applications are available on Bayside's website under the Career Academics tab. Applications are due to Mrs. Laham in 745 by May 1st.
Do you like to write stories? Do you love horror, sci-fi, adventure, young adult, romance, or other genres? Check out the new Creative Writing Club after school Thursdays in Miss Gaffey's room, 692, or ask your English teacher for a flyer.
Students, it's not too late to purchase a yearbook. They are on sale now at yearbookforever.com for $80. Or you can stop by room 642 before or after school to purchase one. They will only be sold until March 30th, so reserve your copy today.
The Patient Care Assistant Program is now accepting applications for the next school year. See Ms. Carabello in room 666 during B-Lunch to apply.
We'll be right back after this.
Today's Historical Spotlight doesn't just shine a light on one person, but a group of very important people known as the Freedom Riders. The Freedom Riders were a group of white and African American civil rights activists who participated in Freedom Rides. Freedom Rides were bus trips through the American South in 1961 to protest segregated bus terminals. Originally, the movement started out with 13 riders being led by James Leonard Farmer, which later grew into a larger group. Farmer was an American civil rights activist and leader in the civil rights movement who pushed for nonviolent protests to dismantle segregation and served alongside Martin Luther King Jr. On May 4th, 1961, Farmer and 12 others boarded a bus going from Washington, D.C. to New Orleans to prove a 1960 decision by the Supreme Court in Boynton v. Virginia that segregation of interstate transportation facilities, including bus terminals, was unconstitutional. Eventually, the Freedom Riders arrived in Anniston, Alabama. There, an angry mob of about 200 white people surrounded the bus, causing the driver to continue past the bus station. The mob followed the bus in automobiles, and when the tires on the bus blew out, someone threw a bomb into the bus. The Freedom Riders escaped the bus as it burst into flames, only to be brutally beaten by members of the surrounding mob. The second bus, a Trailways vehicle, traveled to Birmingham, Alabama, and those riders were also beaten by an angry mob, many of who brandished metal pipes. After news stories and photographs of the burning bus and bloody attacks sped around the country, many more people came forward to risk their lives and challenge the racial status quo. The riders grew to a group of more than 400 people. The riders were a brave group of people made up of black and white, male and female, none of them older than 22. They were prepared to meet mob violence with non-violence and courage. Their goal was to help end racial segregation in public transportation, and they did. In the fall of 1961, under pressure from the Kennedy administration, the Interstate Commerce Commission issued regulations prohibiting segregation in interstate transit terminals. In 2011, the Freedom Rides Museum was opened and its home is the Montgomery Greyhound Station in Montgomery, Alabama. The site is where the riders were violently attacked in 1961. The museum is also listed on the National Register of Historic Places. For more information about the Freedom Rides and their cause, log on to historychannel.com.
The bass and make some sound, boy, run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. How we ablaze the fire, make it on them. If I'm not pose, but if I'm supposed to see where you go, then wouldn't suppose it. Killing the flows, the sicker than most. If it in the foes, no weather the most. Never yet fought and never yet drop. Never yet hot and never yet top. Keep up with yard and never yet drop. All them a talk and all them a chat. Streets and down, the legend lives on. We give them it hard, we give them it strong. We give them it rough, we give them it long. We give them it right and never yet wrong. Sweeter the victory, the hotter the buckle. The bigger the cover, the fatter the buckle. The best of the rockle, I might have a knuckle. It's
Any student interested in pursuing a career in the medical field after high school should pay attention to the following information. Medical terminology is a Eastern Florida State College academic dual enrollment class that the students take on Bayside campus. Over the course of the semester, students will learn almost 2,000 medical terms and definitions related to the system of the body. Medical terminology and introduction to healthcare is only available for 11th and 12th graders with a 2.5 GPA. In addition, students must pass the PERT Test ACT or SAT. Patient Care Technician is the Eastern Florida State College vocational class offered to Bayside seniors. The class teaches 15 students how to become nursing assistants with the clinical training at nursing homes and hospitals. A home health care certification is also earned. Patient care students learn to give baths, transfer patients in and out of bed, and perform blood pressure tests. They will learn how to check pulse and respiration and temperatures. In addition, students will practice making beds and feeding patients. They also learn responsibility, dependability, compassion, caring, and teamwork. Eastern Florida State requires testing and orientation to enter their programs and also have additional requirements as far as grades and absences. If you are interested in taking any of these courses, please stop by Ms. Caraballo's room 666 for an application and information.
And we're back.
Tickets are on sale for Bayside's Spring Musical, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. This classic musical is fun for the whole family. There will be performances on Thursday, April 7th at 7 p.m. and Friday at April 8th at 7 p.m. There will be 2 performances on Saturday, April 9th, one at 2 p.m. and one at 7 p.m.
Tickets are only $8 in advance and $10 at the door. Tickets can be purchased in advance through Bayside's online ticketing website below.
Attention students, Bayside's student-led Bible study meets every Friday in Coach Johnson's room, 709. It starts at 8 a.m. This is an awesome opportunity to converse with others and learn important principles for living. Coach Johnson invites all students to attend.
Seniors, are you looking for money to help pay for college next year? Scholarship opportunities are available through Brevard Schools Foundation. The deadline to apply for scholarships is March 23rd. Log on brevardschoolsfoundation.awardspring.com for applications and information.
If you are a gifted student with an active EP, there is a new elective course just for you. Gifted Studies is an elective that can be taken multiple times where students are in charge of their learning.
Activities also include puzzles and games, minute to win it challenges, escape rooms, mock trials, and hot topic debates. Plus, there's no homework. Stop by and see Ms. B in room 636 with any questions or talk to your guidance counselor about signing up for the fall.
Attention all juniors, Wednesday, March 2nd, Bayside will be holding the SAT. All juniors should make sure they have a photo ID. Class of 2022, make sure you check your school email. If you need to retake the FSA, ELA, or Algebra EOC, retakes are coming up later this month. You will be contacted by Ms. Ortiz if you need to retest.
That wraps up this week's edition of the WBBN News.
Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Bayside WBBN.
Have a great weekend, Bears.